happen if your husband said, honey, let's try something a little bit different. I would like you to tie me up, and I want you to spank me, and I'd like you to whip me. And by the way, while you're doing that, I want you to be dressed in leather. Now, probably, I think you would think that your husband had just blown his cork or something like that.
Late.
Before you answer what your attitude would be, I want you to meet our guests today. This is Mistress Rose and Mistress Kelly. And I must say that when they came in, there was more of a stir than just about any guests we've had in a long time. These women are known as dominant women, and they say there is nothing like a little sexual discipline to heighten sexual arousal. Mistress Rose, we are going to try and understand what are you saying about this, and we are going to need, I think, a lot of vocabulary lessons and things like that along the way. You are called a mistress?
Right, right. Dominant woman or mistress.
Dominant woman or mistress. Right. Is there any other name for that?
A top, also called a top.
A top?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the same as a dominatrix? Dominatrix,
right. There's a lot of terminology for women who take the aggressive or the assertive role in sexuality. And there's a lot of us out there. You might be surprised to know that all women are not submissive. There are many, many women who have very aggressive and assertive and dominant feelings, but because society doesn't allow us to experience those or express them, most women are taught just to let them inside and keep them inside. I was married for 14 years, as a matter of fact. My husband never said anything to me like, do that. In fact, my sex life was very dull with my husband. I was very unhappily married because I was forced into a submissive role, which didn't fit for me at all. I've been dominant now for about 10 years, and it's much more fun.
Okay, what does, I got a million questions,
Sure.
Like how did you go from a Miss Betty Crocker to whatever it is that you're doing?
I was an Encino housewife, believe it or not.
An Encino housewife.
Right.
All right, but what goes on? When you say dominant, what are you really doing?
Basically, it is that a woman takes control of her own sexuality. In other words, that what I do sexually, I do because I want to do it, not because I have to do it to please a man. In fact, I look for men who want to please me.
Does this turn you on to...
Definitely. It's a lot more fun to have sex when I want it and the way I want to have it and with whom I want to have it. I never have to say, not tonight, honey, you know, to my husband or my lover. It's only when I want to. And most men who are submissive men are very happy to have that happen. They're very excited to have a woman who was willing to take charge.
I wouldn't be surprised if there were some submissive men in the audience right now who would love nothing more than to sit right here by my feet and play with my boots and kiss my feet. But they wouldn't have the nerve to do it in public. You see, but if we were alone, I could get some of these guys to do just that.
Huh. You were in an Encino housewife.
Right.
A little bit about you, Mistress Kelly?
I love to dominate men. Yes, I was indoctrinated, just like everyone else in our society. And I had to play the feminine woman most of my life. And I was wondering why I was miserable and unhappy. I was unhappily married. Then I was a dancer for many years. And I played the ultra-feminine role. Then I was hired to do videos as an actress. And once I got that into my blood, I said, oh, wait a minute. This feels good. You know, I like this. So I found the other side of myself, the aggressive side. And with me, it is not sex because I'm celibate. I have not had sex for 10 years. With me, it is aggression, authority. I make the man crawl. I make the man do what I want. I make him listen to me. I humiliate the man. I put the man in his place where he belongs.
Why?
Because men are inferior to women. Women are the goddesses. The woman is the goddess. Woman is supreme. Man should obey the woman.
Hi, I'm married.
Answer to that, right?
But I can be aggressive, but I wouldn't want to cause anyone pain. How can you cause someone pain?
They're giving you pain, aren't they?
No.
When a man does sex, is it for your pleasure? Do you ever have an orgasm?
Mother,
no, it's always for him. He has the orgasm. When does the woman have an orgasm? Okay. It's always for him. When he's finished, sex is finished.
Do you like pain? Do you enjoy giving pain?
Do I like pain? I've had pain for 20 years from men.
Physical pain. Physical pain.
All kind, mental, physical, emotional. I've been beaten up by men. I've been raped. I've been hurt. I've been humiliated. That doesn't happen to me anymore because I've taken charge.
You practice celibacy, but do you have sex with your partners?
I've had one slave that I've had for the last 8 years, and yes, I have sex with him.
You have one slave and you have sex with them. We need an understanding, I guess, beyond what we're doing.
Okay.
Let me go through some things.
Sure.
Our producer says that, Rose, you have your nipples pierced.
That's right.
Okay. And also your labia pierced.
Yes, I have that too.
Okay. What is the purpose of having your
Okay.
nipples and your labia pierced?
Basically, it's a body decoration. It's more erotic. It's like enhancing your sexual parts.